Satyasai Wisdom Whispers, 3D Mind, I am I. The topic is what is a smile and what is a laughter. A smile is a subtle yet powerful expression. It is the outward curve of the lips, yes, but also an inner ripple of warmth that often comes from joy, love, recognition, peace, kindness, or understanding. Philosophically, a smile is the soul speaking without words. It bridges beings. It is the first language a baby knows, a reflex of recognition and connection. A smile can be offered without speech, and yet it can soothe, connect, or uplift. It is a gesture of silent compassion. In spiritual terms, it is a divine light on the face, a signature of the divine within, the signature of Swami. Swami often said, a smile is the curve that sets everything straight. What is laughter? Laughter is a more expressive, sometimes explosive emotion. A release of energy, a cascade of breath, voice, and joy that erupts from within. At a biological level, it's the body's way of releasing stress, expressing surprise, playfulness, or shared understanding. But at a deeper level, laughter is truth revealed without logic. It often arises when our mind lets go, when seriousness collapses and we see the absurdity or beauty in a situation. It is healing. It's also a form of collective resonance. When we laugh together, we remember we are not separate, we are one. We are I am I, we are one and all in one, the Purna Brahman, Shri Satya Sai. Why do we laugh and smile? We laugh or smile because something inside us gets touched. A memory, a moment, or beauty, a humorous twist, a feeling of being seen, heard, or understood. We laugh when our inner child wakes up. We smile when our soul recognizes something true. Often we smile or laugh without any conscious cause. A flower, a baby's giggle, the scent of the rain, these small things open us to wonder. What are these emotions? Where do they come from? Emotions are energetic responses. The word emotion literally comes from emovere, in Latin, meaning to move out. They are energies in motion, emotion. They arise in the mind body complex, triggered by thought, memory, sensory perception, or hormonal changes. But their root is deeper. The soul experiences life, and emotion is one way it communicates. They come from instincts, example, fear to protect, conditioning, example, joy at praise, conscious reflection, example, compassion, empathy, and sometimes from the divine essence within, which responds or resonances with bliss, peace, or love, our true emotions. How do emotions function? Emotions function like waves of energy. They inform us, example, anger might show an injustice, move us. Example, love might draw us to care, connect us. Example, shared sorrow deepens bonds. Heal us. Example, joy and laughter restore balance. They pass through us, they are not us. The wise ones have always said, observe them, but do not become them. How has man learned to use emotions? In early evolution, humans used emotions for survival, fear to escape danger, love to bond for protection, and grief to honor loss. As civilizations evolved, emotions became tools of art expressing inner states, communication, non-verbal language, spiritual growth, devotion, surrender, manipulation, or healing depending on the awareness. Modern man often misuses emotions, suppressing them or being enslaved by them. But the wise human learns to channel emotions consciously, turning and tuning themselves, anger into action, sorrow into compassion, love into service, laughter into freedom, a smile into light. The final thought: a smile and laughter are windows to the soul. They are not mere reactions, they are reflections of our inner being, our aliveness. In smiling and laughing, man transcends logic and touches the divine, even if only for a moment. A poem, The Smile That Walked Through the Soul. A smile was born not on lips but in light, a flicker of soul in the silence of the night. Not pained by joy, nor painted by pain, but whispered by stars through a window pane. It danced on the lips of a child unaware of the world's heavy grief of burdens to bear. It rose like a dawn with no reason at all, just a song that the heart could silently call. A laughter then echoed from valleys of thought, not taught, not traded, not borrowed or bought. It rose like a bird from the cage of the mind, leaving only the breeze of something divine. A sage once smiled with tears in his eyes, for he saw through the veil of the world's great lie that life must be perfect or serious or planned. He just smiled and laughed and took God by the hand. Story: The Monk, the Mirror, and the Smile. In a small Himalayan monastery, high above the clouds, there lived an old monk named Ananta. He never spoke much, but his smile lit up every room like a lamp in a dark cave. One day, a curious young seeker came to him and asked, "Master, why do you always smile? The world is full of sorrow. Don't you feel it?" The monk gently turned and opened a small box. Inside it was a mirror, old and slightly cracked. "Look," he said. The boy looked. His face was frowning. The monk said, "Now smile." The boy smiled awkwardly. "Now laugh," the monk said. The boy laughed a little, unsure why. And then something shifted. His laughter turned real. Joy surged up from nowhere. It bubbled from inside, spontaneous and wild, like spring water breaking a stone. The monk whispered, "This is your real self, your true self, not the mirror, not the mask. Laughter breaks the wall, and a smile is the soul's true mirror." The boy bowed. Years later, the seeker became a monk himself, and people would ask him too, "Why do you smile so much?" And he would say, "Because I finally saw who I was when I wasn't trying to be anything else."